Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today I'm going to do a Friday Reads video. I feel like I haven't chatted to you at all this week. I put up 2 videos, which for me, like, I'm every other day or every day, but I only put up 2 this week, and that's because my parents actually came to Bristol and stayed with us in the flat, and it was really nice having them here. We went all over Bristol, so I didn't have time to obviously film many videos. They've also taken Lola back with them, which I'm so sad about. They've taken her back to Essex because me and Dom are going to like a wedding in Cornwall, so they're taking her back to look after her while we're away, and then when we come back I'm gonna snatch her back, like just go straight to Essex, snatch her back so I can have her back in the flat. It feels so empty without having her here. It feels so weird. So that's what I was doing this week, so that's why there wasn't many videos. I'm going to film a weekend vlog as well this weekend, so the video after this will probably be Monday's video, which will be just my weekend and my like reading progress. So I thought I would do a Friday Reads to show you what I'm actually going to be reading. So I'm going to be reading An Orchestra of Minorities. This was longlisted for the Booker Prize this year, and that's why I'm reading it. I was very kindly sent this by the publishers Little Brown, so thank you Little Brown. And this is set in Nigeria, and it's about a chicken farmer who he saves a woman's life, and then it's about their relationship, and they form a romantic relationship, but her family doesn't think he's good enough for her, and then he does something to try and prove himself to her. I am on page 390 and there are 516 pages, so I've got a bit of a way still to go. It is a beast of a book, but I've really enjoyed it so far. It says on the back as well, it's a contemporary twist on Homer's Odyssey. It's so interesting because it's all told from the point of view of a spirit who lives inside of him, and a spirit is retelling the story of what's happened. So everything has already happened, and the spirit is, you feel like telling God this is what happened. They call it the host. So the main character, the man, is his body is a host to this spirit, but the spirit doesn't control him in any kind of way. It can put kind of thoughts in his head, but it can't make him do anything, can't stop him doing anything. He still has his free will. So the spirit's saying, you know, I was inside of his body and I was devastated. He was doing all these terrible things and he was going right down the wrong path and he thought it was right, and is recounting everything. It really feels like the testimony in court. It's so weird. It's so beautifully written. I'm loving it so far. So hopefully I'll finish that this weekend. I've just dropped a book. One sec. I'm just getting it. This is the book that I chose for the book club this month. So if you didn't know, I said in my July wrap up that this was the book. So for August's book club pick, you just have to read this book by the end of the month and send me a review anywhere. Like, you can just comment on any of my videos or on Instagram and I'll read it out in a review video. And I've chosen The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. And this is about a woman who, she works as a sex worker, but she also works as a fake kind of psychic. She hasn't got any psychic abilities, but she's just trying to make money, trying to get by. So she pretends she's this psychic and gets money off people. This woman then approaches her and says, I think my house is haunted. Can you come to my house? Because she's, you know, this psychic. And she says, yeah, sure, whatever. So she goes to the woman's house pretending to be a psychic. And then when she gets to the woman's house, she feels some kind of presence. And it's all a bit like, oh, what? Because like, she's not a psychic. She doesn't believe in this kind of ghostly world, but she does feel something, something's in the house. It's a short one, so I thought we could all read it and get involved and hopefully love it. I haven't read any Gillian Flynn books. I think it's actually Gillian Flynn is how you pronounce her name. I have seen the movie, God, why am I doing this? Like, I have seen the movie Gone Girl and I really loved the movie Gone Girl. I also liked Sharp Objects. I thought that it was a TV series and I thought it went on too long. I feel like a lot of TV series they have filler episodes and I didn't care for that. But overall, I thought it was haunting. It was very sinister. It gave me the chills watching it. I thought it was good. Apparently it's going to be a season 2, which I don't really know how what they're going to do with it, but I still thought it was an okay TV series. But I really liked the film Gone Girl. I thought it was great, but I've never read any Gillian Flynn. Oh no, I've seen another one. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen another one with Charlize Theron, when her family has been massacred and it's at Dark Places. I think it's Dark Places. Her family was massacred as a child and her brother did it, and then someone approaches her and says, I don't think your brother killed your family. That was a really great film. I actually might read that book because that was really interesting. Tell me about Gillian Flynn. I feel like you're all gonna have opinions because Gillian Flynn is so hyped. So many people have read her books. So tell me, where should I start with Gillian Flynn? It's so weird when you like think of her as Gillian, then you, because I heard her in an interview say Gillian and I was like, what? So I think it is Gillian. But tell me where to start with her. What's a good place to kind of set down on? Obviously the first one for me will be The Grown Up, a short one, and then if I like this I will go on to her novels as well. So that's it. That's all I've really got to tell you. I'll be filming my weekend. I don't know what I'm doing at the weekend. I think we're just kind of chilling out, but I'll film it in a weekend vlog anyway, and I'll end this Friday Reads here, and hopefully I'll see a lot more of you next week. I know I will, because I've got so many videos I need to like film and get up. So I will see you on Monday and you will see my weekend reading vlog. So I'll see you then.